and welcome to the Soholiff Spotlights. I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by Paulina Leskinen, who has made the most beautiful documentary called Maggie. So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. And just for our audience, could you just explain very briefly what is Maggie about?
Maggie is a short documentary about my sister who is finding her spirit through shamanism and is showing the way she's finding herself through shamanism and how she practices it. So it's not really about what is shamanism, it's really like her journey in a small village in Finland called Nurmijärvi, where we both have been grown.
Oh, and that was something I loved about it, actually. It was very personal, and it wasn't kind of going, oh, this is something we're doing. It's really beautiful how you've shown her.
Thank you.
At what point did you decide that this was something you wanted to do?
So this film was actually my university project.
Right.
And I just went back home to Finland, and I asked my sister to just do something with me because I know she's creative soul as me. So I just asked her, let's go and just film something, just do anything and I will just film it. And that's how it's been created. I just been following her all around and we've been driving around Finland, filming anything. And she was just like, yeah, I want to do this. And I've just been watching her. The movie is just like me watching her. That's really it.
Getting her trust, was that easy to do or did that take a bit of time?
I think we were each day, it was a 1 week filming and it's each day we kind of trust each other more. Right. So I think our connection grew more while we were filming the film. We were more understanding each other, which was amazing. I think that film also connected us as a sisters. And yeah, it's like really important piece. Like you actually can see our relationship growing and our trust growing in the film. So yeah.
Oh, no, it's beautiful. I mean, you've really managed to bring out something very vulnerable with her as well. Yeah. It's it's a beautiful piece of work.
Thank you.
Do you think it was difficult for her to show her vulnerability?
No, I think she's really open about it, and she actually wants to show herself through this. Like she wasn't scared to show her body, like she was really proud of it, and I was really inspired by that, how brave she was. And I think that's like the main point of the movie, that you're not ashamed of your body, you have to love it. And that's why it's like film about self-love, and I think my sister inspires self-love through that film, and love like with her body, it's and nature. I think that's what comes from the film, and I think she did a brilliant job. Yeah, I'm really proud of her.
It is. It's just gorgeous, and wow, what a setting!
Yes,
Finland is so beautiful.
It's beautiful, and it's just a small village. That's just a small village. So there's so many other places we could go and film more with her.
But the actual whole documentary is so cinematic. You know, you're telling this story very visually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the idea. I didn't want to have a lot of talking. I really wanted to just show, not like tell, just show, as we usually like show, not tell.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
And do you? Nowadays in this world, there's a lot of lost spiritualism.
Yes.
You know, do you think that she's a rebel bringing out this?
I really hope so. I really do. I hope so, because I think my sister always inspired me by her bravery and just experimenting and finding so many new things in life. And when she started to be interested in shamanism, I was curious. Where it's going, and I didn't know a lot about it. But then she taught me so many things, and it's just been inspiring that what she is doing is just and I hope like audience will be inspired as well by what she's doing.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yes. I mean, the thing I loved about it wasn't a lecture on shamanism at all. It was more like poetry.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I mean, was that intentional?
Yeah, I really wanted to do it like just you're watching it and you just feel something comfortable when you watch it. Like you just feel like, even if you don't relate to it, you just feel like, oh, this is something really beautiful. Yeah. And it's not like to tell what is shamanism. It's really like about her, about Maggie. That's why the film is Maggie, called Maggie. Because it's really about her journey and her inspiring people by her journey. Yeah.
There's a gorgeous little boy in the film, and that's her son.
Yes.
Yes. So how did he feel about filming this and seeing the film?
He was really excited. He was like going everywhere with us. We were trying to make sure that he will be a bit quiet because there is some shows where he's screaming, "Mom, Mom!" And I wanted to add that to kind of show that she's still a mother. She still like has a family and she's a real human being and she has children and she still manages to do what she's doing and she still like has that connection with nature. So I just wanted to show that people still can have their families and children and still manage to do the spiritual practices and still like go through that journey even if you have family. It doesn't have to be like you don't have to be completely alone to do that. You can still and she's single mom and she's like doing really great. Like she's doing a great job, I think.
It's so inspiring. It's really lovely and just on the landscape that you've got going behind it with such a beautiful story. I mean, it's a harsh landscape, yet it's so poetic, which seems very, with her life, what she's doing is so beautiful.
Oh yes,
but like you've touched upon, it's not simple.
It was a whole journey with this film. It just was amazing experience and. It wasn't like anything planned. I didn't have any script. I didn't have any plans whatever we were doing. I just said to her, just take me anywhere you want and we will film something. And she just took me to places, to a lake, to the forest, to some dance studio she was dancing in. I was just like so inspired by what she was doing. She's such a inspiring person and she's creative as well. So I really want to tell people that she's big part of my film. Like I wasn't the only one who did it. Like she was a massive part as well. She was telling me like how to do some things, like some shots as well. Like we were both like looking through it and thinking, do we like them, or like what else we should do to make it feel better. It's a real collaboration. Oh yes.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I have to ask, what made you choose the Soholiff?
I actually just saw your advertisement in my city, and then my friend was saying to me, "Oh, you should enter that festival. I just feel like you would get in there." And same day I just entered your festival, and I got an answer in a few weeks that I got in, and it was just like just a signal, like I need to send it to you, and I did, and my film was selected. So I was just so pleased that it actually got selected, and my film will be premiered at this festival. I'm so excited. That is,
Oh, that is so exciting. So it is, in fact, a world premiere.
Yes.
Isn't it? We are very, very proud of that. So everybody, you have got to watch this. So the film is called Maggie. It's the world premiere. You can't see it anywhere else yet, but it's going to be everywhere afterwards. But amazing. Congratulations on it.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for submitting to us.
You.
We're over the moon.